Welcome back. Programming is one of my favorite things to do. Well, sometimes it is, although I'm still a pretty bad programmer. I want to hit on some of my least favorite programming languages I've ever used. Before going too deep, I want to let you know that every programming language has its pros and cons, but these were some of my least favorite programming languages I've personally used. First up, we have MATLAB. Not only was this language very interesting to use, but the licensing behind this language is very strange. A lot of languages across the landscape are free/open source to use. MATLAB, on the other hand, not so much. MATLAB has a lot of capability, but I personally didn't like using this language. I also found Python to basically do everything that MATLAB could do, at least for my personal projects. Next up, we have Visual Basic. I personally don't hate this language, but out of all of the languages I've used in my college experience, this was one of the most random/unnecessary languages I had to use. First of all, Visual Basic is pretty important, but after using it in a few classes in college, I never really used it ever again. In addition, this language isn't very popular anymore either, so there really isn't a crazy reason to learn this language anymore, in my opinion. Finally, we have assembly language. Now, this is a complicated one. Assembly is more than just programming, it's understanding the hardware of your machine, but I personally didn't enjoy my experience with it. One thing to note, assembly language is here to stay. If you learn all the ins and outs of assembly, you can almost guarantee yourself an awesome career path as an engineer, but I'm just not a fan of assembly language. There you have it. What were the worst programming languages you've used? I would love to hear your thoughts about this. Thanks so much. If you have any suggestions, thoughts, or just want to connect, feel free to contact/follow me on Twitter. Also, below is a link to some of my favorite resources for learning programming.